The government of Tanzania has given a very strong notice to the general public that nobody will be allowed to get out of their houses on 9th December, despite this being a national day, a public holiday, and a day that the people of Tanzania should be celebrating their independence. So the government has given out this notice that people should stay indoors.
Ndugu wananchi, Rais wa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania, Mheshimiwa Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, anapenda kuwatakia wananchi wote heri ya sikukuu ya uhuru wa Tanzania bara inayoadhimishwa kila mwaka tarehe 9 Disemba. Aidha, serikali inawashauri wananchi wote ambao tarehe 9 Disemba 2025 hawatakuwa na dharura kuitumia siku hiyo kwa mapumziko, hivyo kusherehekea siku hiyo wakiwa nyumbani, isipokuwa kwa wale ambao majukumu yao ya kazi yanawataka kuwepo katika vituo vyao vya kazi kama ambavyo wataelekezwa na viongozi wao. Asanteni na watakia sikukuu njema.
So this has actually brought a lot of fear and tension in Tanzania because it is date 9 of December that there were planned protests to force Samia Suluhu to account for the deaths that were witnessed after the presidential elections. So human rights groups fear that there could be a hidden plan by the Samia Suluhu's regime to violate human rights because if a government can give out an order that nobody should be allowed to or should be seen outside their houses unless you are you are authorized to come out on that day, then it means that there could be plans that if anybody will be seen out, in the streets, then what will follow is brutal dealing. So, in short, the situation in Tanzania is actually escalating because the people of Tanzania have vowed that they will go to the streets and they will pressurize Samia Suluhu's regime to account for the people that they lost in the hands of the authorities after, during the post-election protest. You see, Samia Suluhu has tightened her grip on power and is like she's ready for anything, even if it means taking more lives. She's put it clear that her government is ready to deal with anybody who is going to be in the street in the name of fighting for justice. So just imagine where all this has pushed Tanzania as a country. Samia Suluhu is also on the spotlight internationally because many countries, especially European countries, the United Nations, America, have raised concerns with the way she's dealing with the current situation, gross human rights violation. Then she's somebody who has decided that she's going to do whatever she can in order to keep herself in power. So this is the time that the world should stand with the people of Tanzania as they go to the streets to fight for their rights, to fight for justice. Because this trend of African rulers using their powers to stay illegally in power is quite unfortunate. So people are watching what is happening in Tanzania, and the whole world is all attention is drawn to the current political situation in Tanzania. It's quite devastating that African rulers have decided that they will not listen to the will of the people, they are going to use their powers. They're going to misuse their powers to keep themselves in power. They don't want to be criticized. They don't want to be corrected because they believe that they have some superpower or they're above everything. You see, it's quite unfortunate that this is happening in Tanzania, yet the African Union is doing nothing about it. You see, things are happening in this continent. Africa is actually is becoming a dark continent. We are going back to the colonial periods. In fact, the colonial, if you could compare what is happening in Africa now to what happened during the colonial periods, you'd say that it's now worse. What is happening now is worse because they have decided to kill democracy simply because they want to stay in power forever. There are those African rulers, dictators who have decided that it's only death that will do them part with with the authority. So Africa is headed towards the wrong direction. Killing democracy is quite unfortunate. And again, it has reached a point whereby citizens cannot go to the street to fight for their rights. They cannot go to the courts to fight for their rights because these regimes have decided that they will always ensure that things go their way. I'm telling you, it's a big disappointment. During the colonial periods, our great-grandfathers tried so much to bring freedom to Africans, but the same Africans today are now killing the same democracy. So the question is, who is going to come and save Africa? Because once they have power, they really forget where they come from. They forget their mission, their objective. You see, Africa is becoming, I don't know, it's quite hard. You go to the street to fight for your rights, you meet the guns. You meet guns there, you meet heavy artillery there. And that's why you see now, when you look at West Africa, the military have now decided that they are going to deal with these dictators. That's why you see quite a number of countries in West Africa have suffered coups, successful coups and coup attempts. You see, just the other day you saw what happened in Guinea-Bissau. There was a successful coup there. The other day also there was an attempted coup in the other country. So you see, it's what is coming to East Africa also, because look at people who are trying to put the government on toes, on toes. These people are being jailed. Look at what is happening in Uganda. Kizza Besigye is rotting in jail. Look at Tanzania itself. Tundu Lissu and other key opposition leaders are in jail. Why? Just because they tried to criticize the government, to correct the government. So they found themselves behind bars. Imagine somebody is in prison based on trumped up charges. Some of them have also been taken to military, civilians being tried in military courts. Is quite unfortunate. What is happening in Africa? Come on. You see, I normally say this. The day Uganda will conduct a free and fair elections and the people's will is given the power to rule, I'm telling you, that is the day Tanzania will have its democracy back. Kenya will have its democracy, will maintain its democracy. So there's this in Africa, there's this league of old leaders who have decided that they're going to die in power. These are the people who are lagging Africa behind. They are making Africa to lag behind. Then they're the same people who want to lecture people about colonialism. They want to convince people that they are being fought by Western powers. So if these leaders cannot uphold the rights of their own citizens, the right to life, they cannot work towards fostering democracy, making democracy work in their countries. How then would you dare lecture European countries, America, when they ask you to be transparent, when they ask you to respect the will of the people? You say they are interfering with their sovereignty. Sovereignty, my foot. Yet you people are the ones that are fighting your own people. You are working against the sovereignty of your own countries, and you want to blame the Western powers. Yeah, I think Africa, we have not reached a point where we can lead ourselves, because we are just power hungry. We don't want to work for the will of the people.